news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere with our very own Jeff Sills. He's got all the latest and greatest drone news. What's going on, Jeff buddy?
Well, tonight's news is brought to you by Camera Butter.
Yeah, it is.
Ultra high quality ND filters, screen protectors, and FPV accessories. If you want no compromised performance from your camera, get you some Camera Butter. CameraButter.com.
Yeah.
Okay, that cracks me up every time. Like, as an advertiser, if you added a gelatinous sound, to like that wouldn't work for Remote Pilot 101. Like,
no.
But Camera Butter, that works.
Hold on, I got one.
Oh no,
I got one for Remote Pilot. RemotePilot101.com. How about that? Is it good? Is that good?
It was suitable.
All
suitable.
Right. All right. We'll go back to the drawing board on that.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So this week got you guys some, I don't know, it's just a smattering of really good news stories. The first one is out of Norman. This is more Norman police departments preparing for competition crowning top drone pilots.
3, 2, 1, go.
These drones are typically used for indoor or tight scenarios where they're having to go around obstacles, not just out in the open air.
In December, the Moore Police Department told us about an upcoming drone race, where pilots will have a first-person view from the drone as they race around obstacles. But now, their opponents, Norman police officers, have been spending a lot of time behind the controls.
I mean, you can accidentally crash into a tree or a wire or a house. That's why you want to... It's good to get some lessons and some training to fly these properly.
That's some good advice. But NPD is confident they have a chance at winning because drones are becoming a bigger part of their normal police work.
We currently use drones for search and rescue and crime scene and collision mapping.
Be Moore versus Norman, we'll be racing, and then after we figure out who the best is between us, the major league pilots will come out and show everybody else what they can do.
But the event isn't just for bragging rights. Proceeds will be donated to the OK Kids Corral, operated by the Toby Keith Foundation.
It's supporting kids who are fighting a tough fight right now and really making a difference in their lives.
I think that's great. That, like police department versus police department in a competition like that, that's wonderful.
I'm waiting for Norman. I love Norman.
Norman's the best.
Yeah, Norman.
Yeah.
Norman,
Yeah.
we have a thing for Norman.
Yep.
All right, so next in the news, they're using a pilotless drone to collect climate data in Antarctica.
This pilotless drone is collecting climate data in remote Antarctica. Scientists are testing these new aerial vehicles as they look for more efficient ways to study the frozen continent. The unmanned Wind Racer's drone has already flown hundreds of miles, capturing information that could help us understand how Antarctica is affected by climate change.
Using airborne platforms is a really, really efficient way to collect data because you can cover large areas.
Tom Jordan is an aerogeophysicist with the British Antarctic Survey. He says the new technology can be incorporated with research on the ground.
So by bringing those two things, those ground observations and the airborne survey together, you can get the full picture of what you need to understand the environment and the ecosystem down there.
The Wind Racer's drone was developed as part of a pilot program aimed at demonstrating how advanced drone technology can be used to gather environmental data in Antarctica.
So the pilotless drone has a pilot program. That's funny to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. Yeah.
No, that's a pretty neat system, and the drones, of course, these long endurance drones, they fly for an extended period of time. So the footage that the article had of all the different places in Antarctica were pretty impressive too. So highly recommend people looking that up later.
Excellent.
All right, so next is the fun one.
Yeah.
Drone-powered vehicles could become a game changer. This one is the Lift Aircraft by Hexa.
Looks easy.
Matt Chasin is the founder and CEO of Lift Aircraft, and Hexa is the first drone-powered vehicle that anyone in the general public over the age of 18 can train on and fly.
So there's no pilot's license required to fly this particular class of aircraft.
It lifts off with 18 propellers, each with its own battery. No jet fuel.
The cities are getting quite congested, and so it's only natural that we move to the third dimension. And that provides a lot more room for vehicles, people, and cargo to move around.
Long term, we envision you having an app requesting an aircraft, which would then fly to where you are, land on the rooftop, land in your driveway, and then it can autonomously take you where you need to go.
You're George Jetson, except you don't have to fly.
You don't even have to fly it. Exactly.
That sounds pretty cool.
And a girl, Alicia, how's it feel?
Incredible! I can see forever!
On the ground, a flight crew monitoring her every move with override controls just in case something goes wrong.
Outstanding.
Well, I've been through my training. What other kinds of advice can you give me for my voyage?
Just enjoy it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the guys from Lyft on. It's a pretty good company. And of all the personal autonomous people lifting drones, that would probably be the one that I would trust the most.
At least they're actually flying. A lot of these are still just like concepts with Silicon Valley investor money.
Right.
Yeah, but what's your impression for them making the comment that there's no pilot's license required for that?
So they're operating as if it were an ultralight. It's single pilot.
Oh.
If they want to cross the bridge of starting to have passengers, they're going to have to. We'll talk about it later, but there's going to have to be something that's going to change. Right now, they're operating just like an ultralight. You basically, if you have a driver's license, you can operate that thing, is what it is. If you were to take a passenger, though, it changes.
Yeah. And just a little bit of advice, and I know the reporter's not going to see this, but I don't think we should. Should we be saying "at a girl" in 2024 to any woman? Should we?
Is that what you're going to highlight?
That's what he said. He goes, "At a girl, look at you. You're flying like a man." I mean, it just seems a little misogynistic, but that's maybe.
No, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you're good with it? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, way to go, Toots. You're looking good in there. You know what? You'd probably fly a little straighter if you'd smile once in a while. Yeah. All right.
Bring me a sandwich. All right. So next we have some drone footage.
We apologize to the three women watching this right now.
Yes, the three women whose boyfriends or husbands made them watch this stream. Our apologies.
All right. So next we have some drone footage. This is out of California. And recently they've had a lot of problem with land giving away along the shoreline. And this is a multi-million-dollar home teetering on a cliff's edge.
Yeah, you never want to hear the words multi-million-dollar home and teetering in the same sentence, but check this out.
Multi-million-dollar mansions seemingly teetering on the edge of a Southern California cliff. Tons of debris shearing off in a landslide during torrential weekend rains.
I would be very nervous if I lived there, certainly.
No one was hurt, and amazingly, county officials say the structures are not at risk of imminent collapse. One of the home's owners telling our station KABC that his house is safe, not red tagged by the city.
From down here on the water, you can really get a sense of the amount of damage, all that dirt and rock cascading down the cliffside. This could have been so much worse, and of course, there's fears that it could happen again.
Several inches of rain are expected in a region recovering from record-drenching downpours last week.
These are homeowners who have a lot of money. They're looking at these properties and saying it's worth the risk because I can tell you, the views, pretty spectacular.
Wouldn't it be great to be so rich that you could afford a disposable house?
Oh, yeah.
Be so great. Yeah, build it anywhere. I'll just get another one.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, so the next story, I am going to give a personal shout out to Chris Rollins. Thank you very much for sharing this to me because everybody in the world, I think, have seen this one, but we're going to go through it. This is an F1 car being chased by an FPV drone.
Yeah. What's that? Hold on, my producer that doesn't exist is telling me something. What's that? Oh, every time we post a Red Bull video, we get demonetized? All right. Sorry. You've seen it. You've seen it. That is true. Yes.
Rent to pay.
Last time I did it was a plane flying through a tunnel. And Red Bull's like, nope, you can't have any money from your 4-hour stream for the 15 seconds of our video you shared. And I was like, okay. We've all seen it, right? There's a thumbnail. Oh, God, I already showed too much.
Well, the full video is out there, and I definitely recommend checking it out. It is an amazing footage. So
really
after
cool.
the show,
after the show. Yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
Yeah,
I got 1,000 emails on it.
Is this really going to be 4 hours just so I can plan my bedtime?
No.
Okay.
No, bring it down. Bring it down. Okay.
All right. So out of Warwickshire in the UK, this this woman had misplaced or lost her Cocker Spaniel, and it had been missing for 5 days. She got in touch with John Watton, who's part of the drone SAR search and rescue for lost dogs in the UK. We've done stories on them in the past, and using their thermal drone, they were able to find the dog within minutes.
Cool.
The thermal drone's really good for like areas that are really hard to search in. I took the drone over to this location. Within about a few minutes, I picked up a heat signature. It was literally about 6 foot high in brambles. So all I got was like a heat signature of a sort of spaniely, foxy type size. So once I picked that up, then the team went into this area, secured any exits, and then I went in and grabbed Bo. Just a reaction from the owner, and they sort of, she was like completely in tears. To be honest, I was nearly blubbering.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Yeah, there's a lot of people. In fact, we know somebody that does that. His name's Bill. Forget what his username was, but he did that until he got some health issues going. He had to put that aside. But yeah, that's a great service to find animals. Like, I mean, of course, dogs, even cats. They look for sometimes, even though cats aren't capable of real love.
No.
Yeah, I was going to get in trouble for the sandwich thing. There you go. All right.
Hey, if you die, your dog's not going to eat your face. That's all I'm saying. All right.
All right. So going from being able to find a dog, right, which
Yeah.
is pretty impressive with a
It is.
drone.
Yeah.
I think the New Hampshire Police Department did an even better job of locating an escaped inmate.
Oh, yeah.
New Hampshire State Police helped search for a man who escaped while in custody at Concord Hospital. And take a look at this photo. Using a drone with thermal imaging, troopers found the man hiding about 1 mile away from the hospital. Thankfully, he was safely taken back into custody.
You can't hide anymore. Why even bother trying? Just stop.
And it's snowy and he's laying on the ground. It'd been better just to go somewhere warm, you know?
Yeah, like jail. They'll give you a bologna sandwich. It'll be great. Yeah.
Get your sandwich.
Get in there. Get
All
your
right.
bologna sandwich.
All right. So in St. Michael's Avenue in Keyham area of Plymouth, while they were working on, I guess, some land or some maintenance in the area, the teams discovered a World War II bomb. And apparently this happens quite often from time to time in areas where, Second World War bombing.
Yeah.
And so naturally, of course, the Ministry of Defense confirmed that they needed to dispose of this bomb. And so they forced thousands of people to evacuate the area and put the bomb on the back of a truck and then very carefully drove it through the city. This is drone footage of them taking this bomb out of the city.
Yeah. Well,
question: how much is that guy paid?
Oh, not enough.
That guy right there, he has got the craziest job. You can definitely tell when he gets to like intersections and stuff, he's going real slow, just being extra careful. But I mean, this is a 500-pound bomb. Yeah.
People who are not from the UK and London in particular do not realize how extensive the Blitz was. They're just the pounding the Germans gave them. This will go on for hundreds of years. There'll be bombs found.
Yeah, and in this case, they took this one out to the ocean and detonated it out in the ocean, which was something I thought was fascinating. I figured that I don't know where they would detonate it, but it seems to make sense to me. Just take out the ocean, blow it up.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the news, we have the North Richland Hills City Council has approved their drone delivery service.
Oh, goody.
All right. Into North Texas. Tonight it was North Richland Hills and their city council approving a plan to expand drone services to 2 Walmart parking lots in the city. The plan is expected to open up drone delivery service to cities like Colleyville, Keller, and Watauga as well. The company Wing Drone Delivery runs the service. They're already in North Texas, been here for a little bit. They've got sites in Frisco and Little Elm that are up and running already.
And whoa, hey, how you doing? What happened to the
there delivery?
Yeah,
drone delivery.
You have to ask yourself though, why would the North Richland Hills need to approve this? And basically, it was a planning and zoning commission approval for them to build the takeoff and landing pads for the Wing delivery drones in the parking lots of those 2 stores.
Okay,
so that's interesting.
What are they going to do
that's
all that infrastructure after the newness wears off and people just go to the store, in their cars like normal.
They'll give it to the kids to use for their skateboards and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You know, they're skateboards that hover. They're hoverboards.
Yes,
because we're living in the future, man.
You are gonna get tube socks delivered to your house, Ken Heron.
Oh no, the second that there is delivery in his area, I am mounting a campaign of delivering tube socks to him daily.
You know what? By the
for
time
1
this
year.
happens, if I live that long, I won't need tube socks. I will need adult diapers. So
compression socks.
Compression socks. I'll need
diabetes socks.
Compression socks and adult diapers. Have those delivered by drone. And then I'll be like,
One
hey, you know
pair of
what?
socks.
Hey, you guys were right. Now get that drone off my lawn.
The problem is
one
he
pair of
lives in,
socks.
you live in middle of nowhere, Tennessee. That's the problem.
Is that the problem?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
It's coming.
one pair of socks a day. Just
you know what doesn't
one
make
pair of
sense?
socks.
You know what doesn't make sense?
Huh.
Just a quick side note. People in like very rural parts of Tennessee have fiber, but I don't have fiber here. This is an actual town of thousands of people. But Jethro down the street can get 1,000 down and 1,000 up in his barn. What's that? What's that about?
Yeah.
Huh, Spectrum? What's up with that? All right, I'm not upset. Back to you in the newsroom. All right.
All right, so just to see whether or not I can show up people on the stream, this is one of the things I'm going to do because everybody sent me the F1 video. Everybody talked about the F1 video, but nobody talked about.
Okay, sorry.
But nobody talked about the Dubai race.
Oh yeah, this is even more awesome. Look at this.
What?
This is fantastic.
No.
Jason, you're thin and healthy. You could do this.
I would totally do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So racers zipped around a route in the skyscrapers of Dubai Marina using the jetpacks. And this is the actual Ironman
The
race.
engines are screaming at you and the flag drops and it's just you absolutely go for it. And it is that whoosh and then it bites in, that power's there and you're just absolutely going for it.
Look at this. And they're going to show one going in the water here in a minute. I've always seen these people doing it over the water. I wonder what happens.
Analogy would be that dream of flying where you can walk, run and step and then go wherever your mind is taking you. And yes, the world of Marvel superheroes and DC Comics, they have created that dream but with CGI, and we've got the closest I think anybody's ever got to delivering that for real.
Look at this. All right, now there's a dude, him. Watch this. Oopsie daisy. Here he goes.
Ooh.
But he floats.
That hurts.
So that's
Like,
good.
Right on the booty.
Yeah. He floats. So that's good.
So yeah, you'll get some interesting things out of this. Those are 1,500 horsepower jet suits.
Where do you buy
and
them?
they use jet fuel, the same jet fuel you use in an A380 or a Boeing 777.
What kind of flight time do you get on them?
The flight time for those, if I'm not mistaken, is longer than we've seen from the old chemical jets. I'd have to see if I can do some research to figure out exactly how long they can fly. But they can reach speeds of 80 miles an hour.
Wow.
And it's just amazing. You know, we've seen so many different videos of them using these, flying them up and down rivers, up the sides of mountains. They've used them for search and rescue. They've done military demonstrations of them.
Ooh. What about, and you know Dubai will do it first, jetpack crash up derby. Oh yeah! Come on now! Get it done!
I don't think that's the music they're going to use in Dubai, though. That's more like some Tennessee backwoods, building your own jetpack.
Probably.
With a flamethrower.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. Whenever you can buy a used jetpack on eBay, that's when the crash up derby will start.
Amazon. Are they on Amazon?
Probably.
How much do you think one of those is? Like, what's that cost?
Oh, 6 figures or more.
You think so?
Yeah. But you would fly that, Jason?
I would totally fly that.
Okay, I've got before we let Jeff go, I've got a would you fly it?
I'm ready.
All right. This now I don't want to knock them. This is from a company I would call very optimistic. All right? And I don't know if this is AI or not, but let me know in the chat. would you ride?
Fly Now has set out to make the fascination of individual flight affordable for everyone. Inspired by the efficient, effortless, and silent flight of a dragonfly, we came up with our unique and iconic aircraft design, following the philosophy that perfection is achieved not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing left to take away. Our guiding principle is simple is complicated enough. Hence, our design leads to a dramatic reduction of required resources from manufacturing as well as operation, paving the way for really sustainable means of transportation. More than 100 years of professional experience within a highly skilled and diverse founder team are key for commercial success, ensure certification readiness, and guarantee for a safe investment. Taking all of this together, our aircraft design guarantees efficient operability, leading to an excellent business case, creating outstanding customer value, and as such being affordable for everyone. Fly Now, the magic of flight, the magic of simplicity.
Jason, your thoughts? You're rubbing your head. Yeah.
They call it an excellent business case. What is an excellent business case for a one-person flying aircraft? Like, I just...
Well, if you teamed up with a funeral home, it could double as your coffin.
I'm impressed that they are using the counter-rotating blades, because that removes the need for the tail rotor.
Does it?
Yeah. Right? And yeah, there's several different helicopters currently used today that use the counter-rotating blades. They don't require tail rotors.
You know what?
That's
were,
actually a well designed.
If they were really innovative, they would put wheels on it, and that would remove the need for propellers.
I'm trying to figure out that for the size of that thing. What are they doing for any kind of endurance? It just doesn't look like it's going to be able to fly for very long. That's my concern.
Well, Mason says yes, he would ride.
I would ask the chat, would you fly it? I'm going to vote no. Well, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Am I controlling it, or is somebody in some other place controlling it?
That's the thing, and that's the thing about the Lift aircraft. You're in there by yourself, and that is a reputable company. That's nowhere near this company that maybe the little one on their desk flies. Lift is an actual real company doing this.
Yeah.
But still, it's autonomous. And as we know, just to point this out, I think everybody knows that even autonomous cars go boom boom once in a while.
They do.
And we've had a lot more time with those, so I don't know.
I'm going to say no, I would not fly that.
Okay.
Well,
Johnny D doesn't care what you say. He said he would.
He's all in.
He's all in. So
go Johnny. I'll watch Johnny fly.
Yeah.
Go Johnny, go.
You know, and have some stones. Don't do it over water. Do it over broken glass and nails.
Yeah, if you're going to do it big.
Yeah, do it big. Don't pussyfoot around, Johnny D. All right. All right. Jeff, thank you so much for the news. We appreciate it.
You're most welcome,
All
sir.
right.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
We should probably mention remotepilot101.com. Isn't it a great place?
Great place.
It is a great place. Tell us about your place, Jason.
So, Remote Pilot 101, no one has prepared more Part 107 pilots than us. And you'll be pleased, those of you who are current customers now, you're going to be experiencing version 3 and a brand new learning management system in about 2 weeks. So the best just keeps on getting better. RemotePilot101.com. Use promo code Heron18, which, by the way, Ken, I can't brag on you enough. When we search promo codes, you know me, I'm all about our marketing and everything else. Heron18 is the most used promo code. Your people listen to you, Ken.
Yay! Thank you, people. I appreciate that. And you've been very busy updating the lessons too, because
there's not every video has gotten a facelift. There's 76 videos in there. Every single one has gotten a facelift. The course has gone from 9 hours to almost 12 hours now. There's just so much new content. We're always trying to innovate, push new content. Now with all the recurrent tests changing so much, we're like, wow, we just launched our new course. We need to fix it now. So we're back to that. I was just reviewing some of the stuff our writers sent over earlier for some of the content, and there's some more great stuff coming out here soon as well.
And you take actual questions that test takers give you and kind of incorporate those in the quizzes too, right? So they're actual FAA questions.
We have a ton of data on that, no doubt. So yeah, and I always share, you know this, Ken, I call them the boot camps at the end, where I share, this is a question you're going to see on your knowledge test. Let's not memorize it. Let's understand the why behind it. But just to prepare them for the knowledge test. You know this though, Ken, I want you to be safe in the real world. My mission isn't just to pass a test. I want you safe when you're out there flying FPV, whatever it is, so you can be a light and be a mentor to everybody else that's out there wondering about what this new drone space is, even though it's not that new, but to many it is so new. We have to be ambassadors to that.
You're a shining star, Jason. A shining star. Awesome.